Most of the manhwas have heroes as their protagonists cause they are chivalrous, save people from danger and fight for justice. But not all the protagonists are good people. Some of them are wild, cunning and evil villains while others have a good goal but take the non-heroic path to reach it. As bad as it may sound, a manhwa with a villain protagonist allows readers to see the world from their perspective and enjoy the manhwa with a completely different experience. So today I will be recommending you all top 10 manhwa and manhwa where the main character is a villain or anti-hero. So let's start our list.
But something deep inside won't let me quit. I swear that I'm inspired by all this shit. Tell me that I can and I won't. That's what guides me the most. Fuck your lies, I'll do what I want.
Coming at number 10 we have Winner Takes All. Zhang Shang was a man at the top of the world, and although he was rich, he had morals and refused dirty money. But one day, he was betrayed by his secretary and was kidnapped by his business rivals. After losing everything he had, he was made into an experiment subject, but after the experiment, he obtains a special power that allowed him to upload memories and abilities of other people directly into his brain. Now, using this ability, he begins his revenge against 3 people that made him suffer. Both the art and the story of this manhwa is decent. The main character becomes ruthless and doesn't leave the ones alive and try to become an obstacle in his path. He is also smart and plans everything properly before going against his enemies. Coming at number 9 we have the Earth Savior selection. After the Earth's message to all of its inhabitants, the world was going to end in a few days due to monster invasion. In the midst of this apocalypse, the protagonist Park Jung-woo was selected by the Earth as one of its savior. But before saving the planet, he now must survive in this world where people kill each other in order to obtain more power. Both the art and the story of this manhwa is good. The main character is weak but smart right from the beginning and gets strong quickly after figuring out how to use his power. He's ruthless, and although he was called a savior, his actual role was to kill other people and take their life essence into him. Coming at number 8 we have the heavenly destined villain. Gu Shang travels to a fantasy world not as the main character but as a powerful villain who was destined to die. Due to his overwhelming power and authority, not only did he take the female protagonist to his side, but he was also treated as a distinguished guest by everyone. Fortunately, with the help of his cheat system, he was able to gain other people's luck and change his doomed fate. The art of this manhwa is amazing and its storyline is also good. The main character is a villain and he has to change his fate with the help of his system. He's also very smart and uses the knowledge of the fantasy novels that he read in his past life in order to predict the events that were about to occur. Coming at number 7 we have Mujulante. After the death of his mother during an assault, Kim Ji-young decides to take the matter into his hands when the government couldn't bring him to justice. He decides to kill all the criminals that were not given a proper sentence by the government. And to cover up his identity, he becomes a police officer so that no one would suspect him of being a murderer. This manhwa is a hidden gem. Its art might be average, but its story is super thrilling. The main character is strong and ruthless and shows no mercy to anyone he sets his eye on. He is smart and plans everything properly before killing the criminals. Coming at number 6 we have Way to be the Evil Emperor. The protagonist Ziyan crosses over to different world. Upon transmigration, he falls into the hands of a powerful vixen. In order to preserve his life force and avoid dual cultivation, he travels between various realms using his cheat system and eventually becomes an evil emperor. This is a very unique cultivation manhwa. Both its art and its storyline is really good. The main character here plays different roles in different worlds. Sometimes he plays as a villain and other times he plays as a hero. He is both cunning and smart, and despite having a system, he has to overcome many difficulties in order to become stronger. Coming at number 5 we have Neon Revenge. Sung Bin was an ordinary, nerdy-looking high schooler, but after the death of his sister, he secretly becomes a VTuber by the name Neon Mask. He soon becomes a hero, popular for punishing violent teens who were bullies. And he won't stop until he eradicates every last delinquent in the country and destroy the ones responsible for the death of his sister. Both the art and the story of this manhwa is really good. The main character is strong from the beginning and gets even stronger as the story progresses. He also has a team of people similar to him that help him in fulfilling his revenge. So if you are looking for good action and revenge manhwa, then you should definitely give this one a try. Coming at number 4 we have Is This Hero For Real? The protagonist Kang Hansu gets summoned to a different world along with his classmates. Although his classmates were amazed by this new world filled with magic and monsters, the only thing Hansu wanted to do was quickly return home. But the goddess that summoned him tricks Hansu by promising to return him to his own world, but actually sends him into a forest full of monsters along with a curse that greatly reduces Hansu's experience gain. This is a newly released isekai manhwa with good art and interesting storyline. The main character was a normal person who was supposed to become a hero but ends up becoming an anti-hero after getting tossed away by the goddess. Later, he turns from a knife to a ruthless character and kills anyone that tried to hurt him. The side characters of this manhwa are written very nicely and the fight scenes are also quite decent. So make sure to give it a try. Coming at number 3 we have Regressor Instruction Manual. The protagonist Lee Kyong gets summoned to a fantasy world along with many other people. It was a game-like world where everyone had a status board and they could increase their stats by killing monsters. But Ki-young's initial stats were rock bottom and his growth limit was also very low. Now, he must find a different way to survive by using his unique skill that allow him to see other people's status board. The art of this manhwa is amazing and its story is also quite good. The main character is weak but he's very cunning and smart. He takes full advantage of his skill and gathers all the talented people on his team. Coming at number 2 we have Reverse Villain. Jung Woo was one of the strongest martial artists who was stuck in a reincarnation cycle along with his eternal enemy Shin Ryong. After failing to conquer the world even after his 5th attempt, this time Jung Woo reincarnates in the modern world that changes his goal. Now, rather than world domination, he seeks battles with powerful enemies but almost no one in the world was his match. The main character of this manhwa was a villain but turns into an anti-hero after reincarnating to the modern world. He's overpowered right from the beginning and gets even stronger as the story progresses. With good art and amazing storyline, this manhwa is definitely worth a read. Coming at number 1 we have The Dark Magician Transmigrates after 66,666 years. Diablo Wolfer was a powerful dark magician who was defeated and sealed away after his battle against the 12 gods. However, he breaks the seal and wakes up 66,666 years later in the body of Jamie Welton. Now, with this second opportunity in his hand, he plans to regain his original powers and take revenge on the 12 gods that had sealed him away. The art of this manhwa is amazing and its story is really good. The main character is strong right from the start and keeps getting stronger using his past life's knowledge and experience. He is compassionate towards his friends and family but ruthless towards his enemies and kills them without showing any mercy. That's it for today's video. Thanks for watching and I will see you in the next one.